let me show you where I am today on this exciting July the 16th, 2010. I'm here with Roberto Fracchioni, I think.
Yep.
Is that right? Executive chef here at the Millcroft Inn and Spa in the lovely village of Alton, Ontario, just about an hour north of Toronto. And I am fascinated by this humongous vat that you've got here. 60 liters of what?
Right now, it is on its way to being a beef stock. So this is what we actually use to make our choux.
So what goes in here?
In here is about 50 pounds of beef bones.
Oh yeah.
About 25 pounds of chicken bones.
Okay.
Then a whole lot of mirepoix, which is carrot, celery, onion. There's
what did you call that?
Mirepoix.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It's a French term, very old French term.
Okay.
For carrot, celery, and onions.
Oh really? That's the standard soup stock type of stuff.
It's the basis of everything. I call it the holy trinity of cooking.
So what was it again?
Carrot, celery, and onions.
Okay, that's what goes in.
So every soup, every stock, every
has that
liquid should start off with that. It's just like a flavor builder.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. And then a whole bunch of herbs. So I mean, we have a nice big herb garden in the back. So
is that labyrinth place? Is that?
No, that's up in the spa.
Different.
We do have some lavender up there that we steal every now and again.
Yeah.
But the herbs are in the back garden.
Oh, they're just out here. Okay, yeah, show me that. Yeah.
And then we just let this simmer and simmer and simmer and simmer.
Yeah.
Until it becomes nice and rich.
Yeah.
It's strained off, and then we take the liquid out of this. We yield about 60 liters.
Yes.
Of stock. Then we put it into the steam kettle. The stilt fryer.
Okay.
And we put in for 60 liters of stock, we start with about 20 liters of red wine. Add some spices, add some more herbs, and slowly reduce it.
Yeah.
So out of this 60 liters, we will be left with about, 60 liters of stock, 20 liters of wine.
Yeah.
We're left with about 16 to 20 liters of jus.
Yeah.
Red wine jus.
Exactly. So sounds delicious.
It is delicious.
Yeah. I see some preparation going on here in the background.
Oh yeah, getting ready for a lunch party today.
Yeah, exactly. Wonderful. Why don't you show me the area back here? Now, this area in the back here, this is dishwashing area, right?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, you have a nice and spacious kitchen, because I've seen other hotel kitchens that are kind of crammed. So.
In the back here, this is where most of the prep is done. So this, tends to get a little more chaotic, a little more busy. On busy Saturday nights, back here we can have up to 7-8 cooks. You're
kidding?
Yeah, it gets pretty tight.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun back here, though. I like working.
Yeah. Now, do you work here 6 days a week? How?
It depends. Week to week, quite often, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
There are weeks where I do get to sneak out for 2 days a week on the floor. I am blessed with having an incredible kitchen staff. I could disappear for a month.
Yeah.
I would come back and the kitchen would still be running just like I left it. If I have some great sous chefs, a fantastic pastry chef, and they really carry a lot of the weight when I'm gone. Plus all my cooks, they've all been here for quite a long time. They all know what they're doing. I don't have to babysit them, which is really nice. So when you have a good, strong team like that, I can sneak up.
Makes a huge difference. This is nice and air-conditioned here.
It's nice and cool back here.
Oh, it's nice and cool, because the other area, oh my God, I was starting to sweat.
We have 2 air conditioners, one back here, the one on the main line.
Okay.
The one on the main line, last week during the heat wave, it was about 120, 125 degrees on we had a little thermometer hanging there just to see. Yeah, it was getting up to 120, 125 in the middle of service when all the burners are on, all 4 ovens are cranked, the salamander's on. Yeah, it gets pretty stiflingly hot.
I can imagine.
That's why we keep this nice blender.
That's right. You sweat it all off, that's for sure.
We do. I have to change my hat every half an hour.
Really?
Oh yeah, it gets pretty bad. You just get soaked.
I can imagine.
But it's only for a few months, and then
in the winter it's more bearable.
In the winter, it's definitely a lot cooler. Okay. It's a big old building, so it retains the cold quite a bit.
Big thick walls, so the heat stays outside. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, what would be the largest group that you've ever cooked for? Because I know you guys have special events and weddings and conferences and.
Here at the Millcroft, we have a private dining room downstairs that seats about 80 people, 85 people, which is great for us because when you start getting into 150, 200, 250 people, it's just a more challenging menu to do the food that we do a la carte. Whereas with 80 people and 4 cooks, I can do the exact same food that we do in the dining room. Just in larger numbers. So for me, it's a blessing because we can serve our guests, our corporate guests, and a lot of times you go to bigger events and you just expect the food quality not to be as great as a la carte dining. But with us, we get to do the exact same thing. 4 kinds of vegetables.
All locally grown.
All the great garnishes. We have time to do that with only 8
Now,
people.
tell me a little bit about the meats. I would imagine some meat, some seafood, poultry, all that type of stuff. Where do those ingredients come from?
As locally as possible. We have, well, I mean, one of my favorite suppliers is Ted the Fisherman.
Oh, Ted the Fisherman.
That's the name of the company.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's it, Ted the Fisherman. And Ted's a great guy. Very eccentric, but he grows Arctic char completely organically. And they actually arrive here still alive.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
And who does the slaying?
We do.
Really?
Yeah, he'll come in, depending on his time frame. If he has time, we'll set up right here on the table.
Really?
And he'll, bonk them and eviscerate them, and then I'll fillet them and take out the bones. And yeah, it's a great way to get super local.
Exactly, super fresh. Exactly.
Unless you go fishing, you're not going to eat fresher fish.
Well, it's pretty much the same type of thing with Ted the Fisherman, right?
It is, except you don't have to get a boat and put a worm on a hook, and it saves you all that headache.
Arctic char, that's a nice fish.
Fantastic product.
What about poultry and other types of meat?
Poultry, I mean, we get duck from Elora.
Oh, yeah?
We get, quail from, there's a fantastic quail supplier that's in Niagara, so it's a bit of a stretch, but his quality is...
But they come here to deliver? You don't have to go there to pick up?
We'll either pick up, they deliver quite often. We're not that remote. A lot of people think that Alton is in the middle of nowhere, but really you can be downtown Toronto in 45 minutes.
Exactly.
We do get quite a bit of deliveries. There's also a company called Ontario Harvest. And what he does, he acts as a middleman, basically, where he'll go around to all the very small suppliers, pick up the produce, pick up the product, and deliver it. He raises venison himself, has some of the best venison I've ever tasted in my life. It is spectacular. And because we have this association, we developed this relationship with our suppliers, I get to go to the farm. I get to walk up to venison that are twice as tall as I am.
Exactly.
And again, you develop a respect for the animal, you develop a respect for the product. And it's a great way to cook, and it's a great way to eat.
Makes perfect sense. Well, thanks for giving me that introduction to the culinary specialties here. But in the next clip, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about the cooking demonstrations that you do. Because you also share your skills with other people.
Absolutely.
And I want to hear about that.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Roberto.
You're welcome.